Hey there, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to my 30 days of Black cosplay. Now, I know I'm getting a late start on Black History Month, and also February is not 30 days. However, this is something I want to do to kind of celebrate the fact that I am a Black cosplayer. It's the 9th, but we're going to still do all 30 days, compress them into 28. But today we're going to do topics 1, 2, and 3. So starting off with question 1. What was my first cosplay? My first cosplay was from the Vocaloid song Just Be Friends by Dixie Flatline, featuring Megarine Luca. Now, it wasn't Luca. I actually adapted her outfit, the one with the flower crown and the white dress and boots. I adapted that to a fan-made Vocaloid, fan-made Vocaloid named Aku Yamine. Now, she's ambiguously brown, but I've always coded her as being black. And so I kind of adapted that, ran with it, and decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. And May 2010, I did it. And it's amazing because it's been so long, and I don't think about it a lot. But I'll definitely, at the end of this video, I'll put up pictures of that first cosplay. But it was kind of a grueling task because I had never cosplayed before. Let's flash back to September 20. I shouldn't say 2009. September 2009. I hear about this con in Dallas, Texas, A-Fest, right? And I'm like, I've got to go to this thing. And so me and 3 friends, we scrounged together all the money we have. And I mean, we're in high school. One of us has a job. One of us has an allowance. One of us, me, has none of that. So, I scrounged together whatever money I had in my change jar, and I decided kind of on a whim, we're going to go to this. And it was great. I mean, it was absolutely wonderful. It was a huge culture shock because I had never been to a con before. I'd only read about them in DramaCon and things like that. So being able to actually go to a con was really amazing. And that's when I saw cosplayers and I realized you can dress up as these people. From comics and video games and graphic novels and books even. And it's amazing. So I kind of decided then that's when I'm going to be a cosplayer. And that next May when I went to A-Kon, I want to say it was A-Kon, maybe 21. Yeah. Whatever A-Kon it was, we went, and as I say, we came, we saw, and I mean, I cosplayed for the first time. It was wonderful. No one knew who I was. No one. No one. But I knew who I was. And that's why I continued to wear that costume. I mean, even until I think 2012 was when I actually retired it, because it was just time to move on to a different skill set. But I continued to wear that costume for God knows how long because it inspired me, and I knew who I was. People mistook me for a shaman all the time. People mistook me for a shaman. Like, I'm trying to think of other things, but it was mostly shaman. Always shaman. And of course later on I did do a shaman cosplay. But yeah, it was great. It made me happy. I was so ecstatic to do that costume. So I mean, that was my first cosplay, and I've never really regretted it. In fact, had I not have done it, I don't think I'd be sitting here in this wonderful pretty wig that I am right now. Like, I would have given up on cosplay, and I never would have seen that I could actually be a cosplayer. By the way, this is a Twilight Sparkle wig, and with this sweater on, I feel super smart. One could say I feel 20% cooler. But, so I'm going to open up my next question. Oh, how many costumes have I done? We're going to have to go to my blog, actually, to see that. Oh, geez, like... I don't remember. Give me a moment. I'm gonna be looking at this camera really oddly, but I'm just checking out my my page. Gonna leave you in my heart. Wow. Oh, I can't. Oh, one moment. I gotta log in. Tumblr. I know I'm putting in the. No, I'm putting in the right password. Is my caps lock on? There we go. Okay. Sorry. Gotta ask. Um, okay. So, it looks like, according to my blog, I've done 12 costumes, which may not seem like a lot, but to me, that's a lot. Like, considering the fact that I've been doing them full time as a college student and with a job, it takes me a lot longer. I'm gonna be seriously amazed with myself when I when I finish all these costumes for NakaCon, because I'm always so busy, but I'm always really proud of myself when I can dedicate time. Um, I mean, I would definitely, if I had it my way, I would have at least 6 costumes a year. But realistically, with the amount of money I make, which I'm gonna just tell you, I'm on a stipend and I don't have a salary, so I'm not making big bucks. But with the amount of money I make and with the amount of time I have, it's very hard. Like, I would have to live with someone that also cosplayed, and we'd have to constantly be working because all the characters I like are really detailed. I haven't learned to just like simple characters. I'm like, oh, I just want to do this huge silk organza dress with lace and hoop skirts. I trust me, I don't want to do that because I don't want the stress. Instead of like, oh, Rose from Full Metal Alchemist, who has a white dress, sandals, and brown hair with a pink streak. Yeah, so it's just hard, but I'm proud of myself. All 12 of those costumes are labors of love, and they're all things that I really have wanted to do, um, including the one that I made out of flannel and hand stitched. That was hard. Don't ever hand stitch flannel, kids. Don't ever. So, moving on. My most recent cosplay. Oh, so I'm just gonna be honest. I haven't cosplayed in a while. There's some background to this. I was gonna cosplay last NakaCon. Let me specify that. But I got very, very ill. We're talking. I had a temp of 102. I could hardly sit up straight, and I got super sick. But friends were still asking me to make costumes for them. Moral of the story, to make a long story short, their costumes got finished. Mine didn't. I went to the con still, sick as a dog, could barely get around, felt terrible, and it was probably the worst con I ever went to. I hated it, and I pretty much cried most of the time. Um, and it really, A, it made me realize who's my friend and who wasn't. B, it really made me not want to go to cons. And so that was last year, but I guess really, if you think about it, I haven't cosplayed since 2013, since the last con I went to. So technically my most recent cosplay was a Green Mage Viera, which I'll try and put up pictures of all of these costumes I'm talking about at the end of the video. But yeah, it was very discouraging because cosplay was my thing, and to not do it made me feel really sad. On the other hand, I wasn't gonna, I don't know. I got so discouraged, but I don't think I'll ever let anybody make me feel that way again, which is the good thing that came out of this. So yeah, that kind of sums up that one. That was a very short version of that story. Actually, I would tell a longer version, but I don't, there's some things you got to put to bed. So yeah, that's the first 3 days. Um, I'm going to keep on trucking. Each day will probably, once I get caught up to most likely the 10th or the 11th, each day will then have its own video. But yeah, these first few are very short, just kind of very brief. Of course, I'll put a link to my blog below along with the songs used. And yeah, have a great day. I'm here to put a little sparkle in it. Get it because I'm Twilight Sparkle. But have a great day, everyone, and take care. See you next video.